As Coinbase becomes the SEC's latest target, the Rebel Council responds to the possibility of a lawsuit from the agency. In addition, in October 2020, Ripple's Impact Initiative donated $10 million to Mercy Corps Ventures. Is Ripple's strategy to ensure more partnership with more companies, or what, exactly, will be the result of the facilitation? The XRP Ledger Foundation has added 3 community-owned validators to its list, bringing the total number of validators to 36. The big question of the day is whether or not attorney John Deaton's prophecy came true. If you want to know more, read on to the end. If this is something that interests you, watch this brand new video right now. Hello, and welcome to our channel, where we discuss recent developments in the XRP ecosystem and elsewhere in the cryptocurrency industry. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to anyone who is checking out one of our videos for the first time. If you don't want to miss any of our videos, be sure to enable notifications by clicking the bell. After Coinbase received a Wells notice from the SEC, Stuart Alderoty, Chief Legal Officer of the Rebel, issued a response. To provide some background, a Wells notice is a letter sent by the SEC when it suspects a company or individual of breaking the law regarding the sale of securities. Most notably, it gives the recipient a chance to refute the allegations and win over the market regulator. After that time period, the SEC will either drop the case or move forward with enforcement. Coinbase has already confirmed receipt of the SEC's letter from yesterday. Coinbase's Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal wrote a blog post in response to the notice, but the post provided very little information. According to the letter, Coinbase's staking service Coinbase Prime and its self-custody wallet are in violation of investor protection laws for disclosing an unspecified amount of tradable assets. This comes after a probe into the cryptocurrency trading platform in the previous year. In a lawsuit against former Coinbase employee Sean Wahai for alleged insider trading, the regulator also claimed that 9 of the assets listed on the exchange were unregistered securities. It's worth noting that Coinbase still has faith in its listing process even after all these years. Grewal stated yesterday on his blog that Coinbase does not provide a listing for securities. More importantly, the cryptocurrency exchange has repeatedly defended the staking program in recent weeks on the grounds that it does not constitute an unregistered security offering. You may recall that in February, Kraken, a competitor of Coinbase, settled SEC charges by agreeing to permanently end its staking program for US customers and pay a $30 million fine. Coinbase notes that the SEC approved its business and allowed it to become publicly traded based on these same disclosures, yet the company is still facing the threat of enforcement action. On April 20th, that is 21 days prior to Gary Gensler becoming chair of the SEC. The company also disclosed that in the preceding 9 months, it had attempted to register a portion of its business with the SEC 30 times through the means of meetings with SEC officials. However, after Coinbase claimed to have spent millions in legal fees to suggest suitable registration models, the SEC, which had initially suggested this approach, halted the process in January. The SEC will not accept registration from cryptocurrency companies. Grewal speculated that the repeated public pleas from Gensler for crypto businesses to register with the regulator were an attempt on their part. New reports suggest that the cryptocurrency exchange has been gearing up for a fight with the regulator for some time. According to recent reports, the cryptocurrency exchange updated its risk disclosure to indicate that, barring a favorable court ruling for the regulator, it may decide not to remove a listed cryptocurrency asset even if the SEC declares it a security. We're confident in the law and the facts, and we welcome the chance for Coinbase and, by extension, the broader crypto community to get before a court. We recognize that this is all a part of the journey to reforming our financial system. CEO of Coinbase Brian Armstrong made the comment yesterday in a thread on Twitter. Alderoty seems to be supporting the dominant cryptocurrency exchange by tweeting today that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. The wave propagated after Grewal's response to the SEC's Wells was retweeted. Observe after a short while. The blockchain payments company Ripple is still locked in a legal battle with the market regulator over whether or not XRP is an unregistered security offering. Consensus attorney Bill Hughes brought attention to Coinbase's amicus brief in his client's favor. Should the SEC decide to move forward with an enforcement action, we can also expect a deluge of amicus briefs in support of Coinbase. It's not surprising that Alberti's actions and history would cause tremors among Coinbase's fanbase. Hughes, for his part, thinks the legal battle, should the SEC continue enforcement beyond Gensler's tenure, could drag on for years. The barrister thinks this will happen because of factual disputes that end up being appealed. The SEC has been called a complete and utter disgrace by crypto law's founding attorney, John Deaton, who had predicted this outcome in July. The barrister has expressed his anger and sadness at the actions of the regulator. The lawyer later tweeted that free market advocates would be appalled by the SEC's actions. After the failure of Terra and FTX, the future of the US emerging market is still unclear. It would appear that regulators across the board have begun cracking down, led by the SEC. On the flip side, market participants keep asking for definitive direction. Later on in the video, we'll talk about Solicitor John Deaton's prediction. If you want to be among the first to know about any new XRP-related developments, make sure you subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. Investments in Mercy Corp. Ripley's assistance was recently revealed to be instrumental in the firm's investment in 42 portfolio companies located in 23 countries. This news highlights Ripple's growing influence in the tech and finance sectors as it strives to make banking accessible to all. In an interview with the Ripple team, Scott, who reports to Mercy Corp Ventures' chief investment officer, shared the news. Anda claims that most of the companies in which Ripple has invested were founded by women, demonstrating the firm's commitment to supporting entrepreneurial women. Also, these investments have had a major effect on the companies involved, helping them bring their products and services to a total of 15.5 million more people. Additional funding of $396 million has been raised by the companies. Mercy Corp Ventures, in partnership with Acre, Africa, and EtherSeek, successfully implemented a pilot program in Kenya. The goal of the project was to provide over 12,000 farmers with access to weather index insurance through the use of smart contract technology. A look into the future reveals that among the goals set for 2023 is encouraging the growth of business resilience in organizations with diverse teams. To further assist these companies in withstanding future stresses, Mercy Corp Ventures intends to implement a climate-focused strategy. Financial inclusion for the unbanked, humanitarian crises, and climate change mitigation were all mentioned as areas where cryptocurrencies and blockchain solutions could be useful. He went on to say that Ripple has been an integral part of Mercy Corp Ventures' plan to use cutting-edge tech to overcome these obstacles. After much publicity and financial investment in blockchain solutions, it was revealed that this technology had greatly improved climate resilience, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa. In October of 2020, Ripple, a Silicon Valley company, donated $10 million to Mercy Corp Ventures, marking the beginning of the organization's partnership with Ripple. Ripple's Impact Initiative is what inspired the donation. With this program, Ripple hopes to team up with businesses and nonprofits all over the world to build an economy that benefits everyone. This brings us to today's big question. Is it true that what lawyer John E. Deaton foretold has come to pass? John Deaton, founder of crypto law and an advocate for XRP, forecast that the SEC would sue a US-based cryptocurrency exchange by the end of the year in July. Coinbase and Binance US were both mentioned as possible targets, and it appeared as though they would be attacked within a day. The SEC charged ex-Coinbase employee Sean Waheed with fraud and alleged that 9 assets traded on the crypto exchange were unregistered securities in a complaint filed against him. The public market regulator also began looking into the exchange. The year ended, though, and nothing had changed. Deaton maintained his stance, extending his forecast into the year 2023. Recent SEC enforcement actions against Gemini and Kraken have partially confirmed this prediction. However, the lawyer has insisted that the SEC would go after a trading platform for allowing trading in unregistered securities. The solicitor has recently reaffirmed this view, stating his conviction that the contentious Hinman documents will be made publicly available regardless of the outcome of the Ripple case. Prior to this week, SEC enforcement actions against US-based exchanges focused on yield and staking products rather than tokens offered by the exchanges. It was reported today that Coinbase had received a Wells notice from the SEC. Coinbase, its staking program Coinbase Prime, and its non-custodial wallet are all named in the notice as potential violations of investor protection laws. A Wells notice, as described in today's report, is a notification that the SEC has reason to believe that a receiver has violated securities laws. the recipient has the opportunity to present their case to the Commission. Wells notices trigger a 6-month clock during which the SEC must decide whether or not to file suit for enforcement purposes. Although Deaton's forecast has not come true just yet, it is becoming increasingly likely as the SEC attempts to establish its authority over the emerging market. Step by step, we'll take enforcement measures. In today's response to the Wells notice and Coinbase's response, the solicitor called the SEC's actions disgraceful. Now that we've reached the end of the video, guys, I just want to remind you to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe and enable alerts. For the YouTube algorithm, this is a huge help. Sharing this video with as many people as possible will help them become enlightened in the same way that you have. Let's get the word out far and wide. Guys, if you're serious about cryptocurrency, you shouldn't miss any of our videos. Please like and subscribe my channel for latest updates. See you later, bye.